I thought the quality of entries was fantastic. The rigour that went into the analytics, laying out a really clear story and being able to back it up with powerful results was really strong across the board. In fact, it became quite difficult amongst us judges to debate, which were best, because the quality was really fantastic for this year.
I was really impressed with the quantity and the quality of the entries that were submitted. Some of them I was familiar with, but others, they were relatively new to me, but it was really interesting to focus on the core consumer insight, which led to the social strategy and idea.
I was impressed with a lot of the results. I thought there was some good integration, some good isolation, ironically, as well. So, people were actually trying to focus in just on what their social strategy was doing rather than kind of other aspects that had driven results in the campaign. And they were kind of better than I expected, because it's typically a gnarly area when you come to social.
And I guess the case studies that won or that were shortlisted today were case studies that really had that approach to the problem. What people are talking about today, how can the brand be part of this conversation, and how can we create a conversation around that, and how would it lead to results? There isn't one way of finding a solution to a problem. So that's what's really interesting, to see the variety of approaches, of solutions to fix a problem, as well as also as the variety of categories and of business challenges. That was quite interesting. And then it also highlights the fact that social media is becoming more and more important, and that's something that brands and agencies can't ignore anymore. It's becoming a discipline on its own.
What I really liked seeing was where the case study was really clearly pointing out the unique benefit that social had on the overall business impact. Because over the past few years, you see a lot of case studies that claim, social did this, that, and the other, and we drove X billion impressions and views and clicks and likes and so forth. But what's great to see now is the changing tide, where the results are far more linked to business results, and that social actually has a role to play in the impact of that.
I like the fact that there was an attempt to use social to actually shift real-world behaviour, not just get people talking about stuff or even just get people buying stuff, but get them to actually change what they do. I think, it's essential to remember that all conversation and recommendation that goes on in social is only as valuable as the behaviour change it's going to affect, even if it is just buying more coffee.
I learned a huge amount from the campaigns, many of which I hope to take full advantage of, around the origination of the core idea and the insight, all the way to the social strategy, and ultimately to what appears to be promising business results. Again, some of them were a little bit early in the process to get a full measure on that, but huge learnings for me.